Oh snap, y'all done messed up now. The man you've all been waiting for, Caliboy. Yo, thank you, all my fans, all my people out there. Appreciate you. I'm Caliboy, and I'm on a date with Caliboy. Caca!
You love shit again. 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 You love shit
I mean, of course, I gotta start off with my apologies. Y'all gotta understand, it's kind of hard to film myself. Normally, I'm the guy behind the camera. It's kind of weird filming yourself. It's like, hey, is the lighting good? Can you see me? Is this my good side? You know what I mean? I'm over here doing like poses and shit. Matter of fact. Okay, so how did I get the name Midnight Love for my ride? A lot of y'all might not know, but I bought the car sight unseen because in California, buying a ragtop is like very crazy. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the Dunk Boys in Florida, but it's like as soon as it gets posted, it's normally gone. If it's a steal or if it's definitely a good sale. I bought this car from the South. It was actually in North Carolina, and I pretty much bought it sight unseen. I basically just straight relying on pictures, and it was very scary. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was like, man, I hope it is what it is. But I went ahead and got it. I mean, it was all black. It was perfect. And I got it, and I was like, yo, this is it. And because of it being all black, the first thing that came to my head was Midnight. And, messing with Snoop and being from the 90s, I was like, yo, Midnight Love, 63. I mean, it's only right. Pretty much as far as like plans for it, when I got it, it was real clean. It was kind of more or less like a hot rod style car. It was raked in the front real low. It was just real clean, and it was being, I mean, technically my third rag, but my actual first drivable rag Impala. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to just keep it original, and just roll it. That was the original plan. So I ended up actually having to get out of a car club that I was in because they were strictly it has to have hydraulics or whatnot. And the funny fact behind that is I had actually bought a G-body. I had a Cutlass that was all chromed out and hydraulics and everything. And I was just gonna roll that for the club and keep my tray all original. But once I got it, I was like, this ain't really for me. And I actually just sold it. A lot of y'all didn't even know I even had that car. But I ended up getting rid of that Cutlass. So I pretty much just I was like, I'm gonna just keep it stock. One of my original plans actually was to do it as a low ride. I actually had a set of 4G autos. I think it was like a 22 by 11 in the back. I was just gonna do it like that, just something real clean and simple. And put it up on the gram, just kind of teasing, just kind of get a feel of what people would think. That's why I first messed up. I get into that later, but everybody's like, oh no, it's an Impala. You need to put 13s. You got to do this. You got to do that. Real quick, my PayPal is caliboyscars@yahoo.com. So for everybody that always has opinions or feel like I need to do a car, however they feel I need to do it, send some money to that account and I'll go ahead and get it that way for you. Other than that, I was like, yo, I'm gonna just go ahead and just keep it all stock, just keep it real clean, real simple. So I kind of sat on it for a little bit, and I'm gonna be 200 with y'all. When I first moved out to California, some people actually kind of know the story, but I think I actually have another link. No, actually I do. I have another link on YouTube called Who is Caliboy. Check that out. Kind of tells about my beginnings and how I got to where I'm at and whatnot. But I had left California in 2005 and moved back in 2015, so I was going about 9-10 years. I was out there balling, big old house, corporate job, had multiple cars in my yard, like I was out there doing it. And now the gram is coming out and I'm like, man, I'm homesick. I'm like, man, this is how they doing over there, this is what I'm missing out on. And I'm in the South, like looking at Ford LTDs lifted on 30s, and I'm like, man, this isn't life. I can't do this no more. Like the weather already sucked, I needed something to keep me going. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just drop everything, quit my job, sell everything, and just start over. Paid off everything. I moved back to California in 2015. Literally, I packed up and moved back with like $1,500 in my pocket. All the other money that I had put it all into Kevin's Wish. It was the purple 64 that I had. I might drop a little flash of it real quick so y'all can see it. But put all my money into that, did a frame off, painted the belly, chromed it out, did everything for my man Kevin. Rest in peace, Kevin Deals, real quick on that too. And came back to Cali, and everybody's like, yo man, the ride is clean, but you gotta have a rag top. A very true fact, when I first came back, again needing money, I tried to get that 64 into the last Majestic show that they did at the Dam. Of course, I'm freestyling this, so that was like what, 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago. And I had the 64, Kevin's Wish, and I was like, look, all I needed to do was put the hydraulics on that car, and I'm gonna roll up to the show. Like, that's like the show that everybody wants to be at. You know, trying to get to that last Majestic show, that was like a dream in life. Like, yo, I want to get to that Majestic show. That's where everybody goes on that's where everybody goes on New Year's. So, you know, I just put the hydraulics on the 64 Kevin's Wish, and pretty much it was all kind of rushed. Everything was like last minute, and it ended up not working out. My axle or something ended up being too long, and it wasn't drivable. Excuse me, y'all. But it was just funny, like looking back now, because like literally I was struggling. I was working dead-end jobs. I was just trying to get some type of money in, and I was literally sleeping on an air mattress at that time, trying to keep up with the Jones, just trying to you know, impress people that, you know, to this day still don't give a damn about me. So, but as far as getting into the car real quick, I'm not really like a big motorhead whenever it comes to cars. Motors, I mean, as long as it's shiny, and I probably shouldn't say this, but as long as it's pretty, I'm good with it. So, motor on this one, I mean, it's a built 350. Don't ask me what's in it. I really don't know. I was told, but of course it went into one ear and out the other. I know it's got a cam in it, you know, exhaust and whatnot. I don't know what else is going on with it. I don't know all that board over stuff, all that good stuff. I'm not a motorhead, you know what I mean? So you never really hear me talk about stuff like that. Apologies, but I know a lot of people hear me coming into a show and they be like, yo, what you got underneath the hood? Why it sound like that? I don't know. I just know it's got a little bit of pep and it's ready to go, and that's it. Interior wise, I mean, it's pretty much really just all stock. It's still the original interior. I added the floor mats, I added the color bar, you know, just cleaned up a couple little things here and there, and you know, pretty much just kept that moving. The top has recently been redone. It actually, when I got it, it still had the original top on it. That's how pretty much well kept it was. It still had the original top. Had the top done recently. Put the gangster back window in there. I know a lot of people always ask me what size is it. It's the popular size. I want to say it's like a 35 by 7. Again, I'm freestyling this little interview, so hopefully I'm not wrong, but I believe it's 35 by 7. And real quick, speaking on the top, because I kind of want to be like the new like blue collar like representative for everybody, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I know there's cats out here spending thousands of dollars on getting their tops done. I went on eBay and got my top for I think $125, $130. And basically what it was is it was a complete top with the inner lining, but it didn't have the back window insert where normally the plastic window goes. And I was cool with that because I know I was going to get the gangster back window. So boom, I spent $130 on the top, and got a guy right here in like the Paris area, Paris, California, because you know I'm out here in Murder Valley, and he installed it for like $250, $300. I got the back window, you know, shopping around. I just kept searching. I got the back window, I think, for like $200, $250, and I got the same outcome as a cat who spent, you know, $2,000, $2,500. So pretty much what I was wanting to get at earlier, as far as being like the blue collar representative, is, you know, a lot of these guys out here, they're always bragging about how much money they spend on their car, blah blah blah. But then like behind the scenes, like, they're really broke. Like, if I could really break down some of the stories of like some of these cats out here, you'd be like, dang, like, I don't know, I don't want to get into it, you know, as far as all that, but just know that a lot of these guys out here stunting, their cars ain't real rags. They don't got the titles, you know what I mean? They making payments, you know what I mean? They can barely put food on their table. That's not, you know, I guess I don't really want to get into all that, but it's just funny because when I was in the South, outside looking in, like, man, let me go back home, you know what I mean? In 2015, when I decided to go back home, you know, everybody's stunting, everybody's shining, everybody's underneath the palm trees hitting switches, you know, everybody's looking like everything's all love. And I was like, dang man, I gotta go back. But you know, I remember when I first came back, and I stepped to a couple cats who was you know, making a name for themselves on Instagram and whatnot. I was like, yo, I'm Caliboy, you know what I mean? Want to meet you, blah blah blah. And a lot of these cats are straight assholes in person, like for real, like. So a lot of y'all people out of the country, out of the state, looking from afar, you're like, man, I can't wait to meet old boy. Let me tell you right now, they're dicks in person. You heard it from Caliboy. But on the hydraulics, you know, seeing everybody's car, you know, going out every weekend, covering them, doing videos, doing photo shoots, whatnot. I was like, yo, I want something different, that's funky, that people like, but I don't want to spend an arm and a leg. I don't want to, you know, do something, you know, that's all the way up here and I'm never going to see the money for, you know what I mean? And again, just kind of, you know, thinking of the new blue collar me. I was like, yo, what I'm going to do is I want my hydraulics to be simple and clean. But I don't want to go with the original, you know, like Pesco setup. To me, Pesco, I mean, it's the bomb. It's awesome. But let's be truthful. The Pesco setup is very slow, and it's very expensive. So I was like, yo, Art, Alex, you know, what can y'all do for me as far as, you know, giving me something that's got like an old school feel, but it's up to date. And you know, pretty much they were like, you know, what you want to do? And I was like, you know, I definitely want to do a whammy, which is pretty much 2 pumps into one, you know, just one solid oil tank. And I was like, you know, I want everything to be black because the name of the car is Midnight Love. I want everything black. So they're like, yo, we can do it, but it's gonna be chrome. And it's funny because, you know, I've been out the game for so long because, you know, back in the day they used to sell black pumps and black parts. So, you know, I had to pretty much get everything powder coated black. I got all my fittings powder coated anodized blue, and I wanted Delco batteries. You know, I wanted it to look old school, but I couldn't get real Delco batteries because those are Delco stickers. I'll be 200 with y'all. The reason I couldn't get real Delco batteries is because the mounts are at the top, and with the top coming down, it would, you know, I don't want no fires. You know what I mean? Y'all get what I'm saying. So I had to go with the side mount batteries. There's actually 6 batteries back there. I know it looks like it's 3. And by the way, it's 4 switches, front, back, 2 rear corners, 6 batteries, 2 pumps, 3 squares, Hoppo squares, by the way, and they work great. I know a lot of people always ask me, hey, you know, how does the Hoppo squares work? They work great, trust me. But so on that note, I was like, yo, I just want to be real simple and clean. So I went ahead and got all that done. And you know, Hoppos, they'll do installs, but they're very busy. And you know, I'll definitely stand behind it and endorse what Hoppos does because they're A1 with everything. So the next phase was who's going to install it. So I hit up my man Joe at Double Pump Hydraulics, and he was like, yo man, bring it through. And again, being a blue collar me, my man Joe works out of his backyard, so he doesn't have to, you know, hit you for all that overhead and paying the lights and paying my lunch bill and whatnot. Trust me, I've worked at jobs like that. I know how it works. So my man, he went ahead and took it. It was a little bit before New Year's. I kept my mouth shut. I didn't tell nobody it was going to drop. And you know, he pretty much installed it. And I was like, yo, you know, as we were going, I was like, yo, I want to get drag plates on it. I was like, you know, let me go ahead and reinforce the suspension. So I got the uppers and lowers, control arms done. I always wanted a sway bar, but I didn't get the traditional sway bar that everybody else gets. Again, I want to be a little different. So I believe my sway bar is the Cadillac sway bar. And again, I'm freestyling this, so I can't really remember stuff right off the dome like that. But I went with the Cadillac sway bar, Southside sway bar. You know, a lot of people don't like it because it's got the little twists and bends in it. I love it. It looks straight. You know what I mean? But I had my man Joe reinforce and box and everything, smooth it all out. And again, because I wanted to get the look but be simple with it, I just went ahead and I powder coated everything black, gloss black, kept the cost down. It gives me the same look. It does everything that everybody else's car does. So my man went ahead and hooked that up, and the rest is history. So the next phase was pretty much, you know, what kind of wheels I wanted to get for it, because again, I originally wanted to go with the 4G autos, or I wanted to keep it stock. I was actually just thinking about just getting the stock hubcaps, the 520 tires, and calling it a day. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna freak it, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it and let them know that I can still get down with it, but just not spend as much money as them. So thinking, you know, I was like, yo, I can't go black 13s, because if you really follow me like that, and I gotta apologize if the wind is catching this, But if you really follow me like that, I had originally had got some black 13s for it, and I was gonna put them on. Then I got to thinking, I got a homie, got my man up north that's got the blacks on there. There's a dude in Florida with a black 63 with black 13s. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be considered one of them. We're like, oh, well, he's just trying to look like such and such. Again, I like to stand out. I like to be different, and that's what I want y'all to do. So I was like, boom, no black wheels. I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll just go with the chrome wheels. But let's be honest, how many black rags do you see with chrome 13s on them? I'll wait. Exactly, there's a lot. So I was like, look, how about I just throw the all golds on that joint? And it's funny because when I got my all golds, nobody really had them like that. Like, I ordered mine, I had mine built. I think I waited like 2-3 months. Yeah, it was about 2-3 months. Got them. Then I sat on them, put them in my house and in the closet for like another 2-3-4 months. And then I was like, you know what, let me get the tires for them. And I'll just slap them on there for now with no hydraulics and just roll like that. And I remember I busted out with just, the 13s on there, not even cut yet. And everybody was like, oh. And it's just crazy because like when I got them, nobody had them. I really did it just to be different because to tell you the truth, I'm not really a gold fan like that. Like I call them Me Too's. Like every now and then you might watch my video and I might be like, oh, there's a cat with some Me Too's on there. Basically I'm talking about the all gold joints. You know what I mean? And it's funny because like now, like I'll be looking at footage or I'll be on Instagram looking at like, some of the cats I follow in Florida. All them cats out there got golds. You look on the West Coast, all these cats out here got golds. Now it's like, man, I'm just ready to get off of them now. Like I'm trying to think of what's the next thing. And that's what's funny is like, some cats be like, oh, don't roll Chinas, don't do this, don't do that. Yo, again, just do you. If you roll Chinas, do you. I remember one time I think I was talking to Alex at Hoppos and he was like, yo, there's cats that come in here and get hydraulics or airbags for the front, save up and come back and get hydraulics or airbags for the back. A lot of people laugh at that, but it is what it is. You gotta do what you do. I'm tired of everybody always acting out here like they rich and they out here just balling like out of control. Trust me. I sell and do a lot of stuff for these cats and they be like, yo man, you think I can get a discount? Homie, you over here woofing about how much money you got in your car. You better sell something and pay me. And just real quick on that note, because I know a lot of y'all probably like, what are you talking about? I have my hands in like all the jars out here. I'm gonna be real with you. I do powder coating. I can help you get engraving done, chrome and gold plating. I can help you sell your car. I mean, a little bit of everything. I sell DVDs, YouTube, Instagram. Like I have my hands in everything. I can help you find something. I'm probably forgetting something again. I'm freestyling, but again, after working at low-end jobs and working for the man and all that, I was like, look, I'm gonna just do me and I'm gonna just cover myself because ain't nobody gonna cover me like me. It's kind of funny because like, I really just like cars. I'm just passionate about cars, all cars. I know there's some people that's like, look, if it ain't on 13s, I don't mess with it. That's fine. Do what you do. But I mess with lowriders, hot rods. I like dunks. I know a lot of people probably like, oh man, Caliboy don't like big wheels. No, I like dunks. I don't like cars that are cut up for big wheels. Like that's just retarded for me. I don't want to see a Honda Accord cut up for 30s. Like that's not what's that for me. So I actually like all cars. And it's just funny because me just being a humble cat and just liking cars, I feel like everybody in the game that likes cars should be relatable to me. But again, how I was talking about earlier, how cats be hating, they be hating on me. A lot of these cats I don't even know. That's the funny thing. Like I don't even know them for real. Like they got something to say. They be talking about me, whatever. It is what it is. Keep my name in your mouth. It's like everybody out here is almost like robots right now. I remember when I left in 05, everybody had style. Anybody can get any style car and freak it, and it would be dope. But it's like now everybody's got the same thing. You got a G-body, either lowrider or you're doing burnouts, or you got a rag Impala. And it's like, there's other cars out here, but, and real quick, shout out to Sucker Free too. I don't know if he watches my videos, but he'll probably hear about this. Like, every now and then I'll meet up with him and we just be sitting back like, yo man, I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to do this and that to it. And it's just like, man, there's like so many other cars out here, so much more to mess with, but everybody keeps doing the same thing. And I mean, I pretty much get paid now from doing the photography, following y'all around, filming what y'all do. And it's like, there's no need for me to have a car because I don't want to be trapped at the car show or, at a cruise night, can't get out. Like, I need to be there standing on my 2 feet filming. You know what I mean? So me out hitting switches, you know, for somebody else to not take a picture of me, because again, there's a lot of haters out there. If you notice, my car has been out at a couple places and you didn't see my car on their page. Now, did you? No. I went in and answered that for you. Like, this whole little video right now is more or less really like a rant.
And we constantly trying to pull each other down, not doing things to help each other. That's my point.
Because I'm really just freestyling. There's nobody to ask me questions, but I don't know. It was just so much more style and no fire when I left, man. And yeah, you know, I know it's more or less like the ending of the 90s, but man, I don't know what happened to some of these cats, man. Everybody's doing the same thing. It's like what you do, they go do. It's like, yo, go left on niggas sometimes. You feel me? I don't know. Hope y'all liked it. Any questions, hit me. Follow me on Instagram at A Day with Caliboy. Facebook at A Day with Caliboy. Everything is the same name. If you got any opinions on this video, what I should do with my car or whatnot, again, PayPal me, caliboyscars@yahoo.com, because if you got an opinion and it's hurting your feelings that much, you can pay me and I'll change it to how you want to do it. Caca!